Hello, hello, everybody. Hey, Zen Friends. Welcome to a special Friday evening session where I jump on to finish out all of the readings from the earlier session that I did not get to. In the description box of the video, you will see the list and the order in which the readings will be completed. After I'm done, I will also pin a comment listing the name and with the timestamp so you know when that is as well. You'll notice there's no chat in these sessions. I'm not taking any new questions. This is just making up for all the ones I didn't finish in this evening session. But I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time and also Sunday. And then tomorrow night as well at 6 p.m. Mountain Time if you'd like to join me then. All right, so we're going to jump in here. We've got a few of donations. We'll complete those and then we'll move on to the free readings. All right, so up first we have Lydia. So thank you so much, Lydia, for your donation. And you were looking here. You wanted to know uh, what you need to know right now. Okay, plus what's the for the next 4 weeks ahead. All right, I get it. I get it. So let's take a look. What do you need to know right now? What does Spirit want you to know? What's best for you to know right now? Okay, we got those. I feel like we want that one too. And then for the next 4 weeks, you said, right? Oh, no, the next week ahead. That number 4 threw me off. So for the next week ahead. All right, we'll take a look there. Bottom of the deck, you do have the Magician card coming in here. Magician is a great card. It's a very empowering card because it reminds us that we have everything that we need within us because they always have all the 4 aces, the 4 aces, like the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, all in front, showing that they have everything they need. It is our higher self, but it's also empowering because it shows us wherever we like point that magic wand that we have, it grows that, it expands that. So this energy is talking about a lot of potential for manifestation energy, whatever you're focusing on, we're always manifesting every second. Just what are we manifesting? If I focus on lower vibrational need and want energy, that's actually lacking energy, right? Because if I don't um, feel I have something, then I need it, I want it, right? Also, it's things that I fear and that lower vibrational things that we're taught to focus on, the things we hate, all that grows and it draws the things we don't want, and the things that we're wanting and needing it actually pushes away. But if we focus on what we have, not the not have energy, if we focus on what we have or have had, that is energy of with gratitude. That's energy of having more. That's what draws things to us. That's what opens our energy to receive. And with this Magician on the bottom, it's bringing that attention to this energy, because when you do that, you can draw in different things, right? Let's see what else they want you to know here. So the right now, yep, you've got the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Coins. So the 7 of Swords is about facing this energy of lack, right? Of these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that deceived us, that made us lose things in our life that we could have had because of those beliefs and want and need, all those things that we're taught when we're younger, right? That's what we as humans are taught. Focus on what you fear. Focus on what you fear won't come into your life, but then we actually push it away. Focus on what you fear will come into your life. We actually draw it in, and all that want and need we talked about. The 8 of Coins is about if you put in the little blood, the sweat, the tears, um, and put in that energy, we can draw great abundance to us. But if that mindset of what we're focusing on, we're actually working against ourselves by pushing it away with our energy. It's not the universe doing it to us. They want to bring all this stuff, but we're going, no, our energy is what either draws in or pushes things out of our life, not the creator. They're on our side. They want the best for us. But if we're like, it's like a baby, you're trying to feed a baby baby food, and how they're like, please me, It's like open your mouth and receive instead of pushing it away, right? So that's what's coming in. The underlying energy under that is the Six of Swords. So there is this energy of really being aware of the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve anymore, right? Let those old ways of thinking go, move into those higher ways of thinking. And as we do and we have that mindset, it actually creates this um, chain reaction because whatever we think, we eventually put into action, and our energy will support whatever we're focusing our mindset on, right? Whatever we're focusing on with our mental energy, our emotional energy, our manifestation and spiritual energy, our physical energy, that's sending a message out to the spirit world, right? So I like that. That's, this is what you need to know right now. And then for the next weeks ahead, you have the Page of Swords and the Ace of Coins. So I like this. So if you do, with that Page of Swords, embrace that higher way of thinking, that clarity, it does bring in Ace of Pentacles, which is abundance, it is new opportunities. So immediately you will start to see things happen and things change if we change that mindset, right? You also have the 10 of Wands, which is being aware of where you're investing all of that energy, right? And the 10 is in number of endings and beginnings. So it's like taking a inventory of where you're investing that energy. If we're investing again our energy on what we're wanting and needing, then that's not having energy that pushes things away. A good example of that, which really brought it home for me, when I was in corporate life, I felt like, from a human standpoint, I felt like I was doing 4 times the work, investing all that blood, sweat, and tears, like with the 8 of Pentacles, into this, and I'd get to meet expectations. I was going for promotions and raises and bonuses, nada. And I'm like, "Why? I did all of this. Other people are doing like a fourth of what I'm doing, but I don't get that." Um, and so I was like, well, I'm just gonna go back to do what everyone else is doing and do that fourth of the work. Because I'm making enough money, I enjoy my job, and I started having gratitude around what I was doing. I'm just gonna focus on my customers, focus on my coworkers and my boss, and supporting and doing what I can. I'm like, I'm just gonna come and enjoy it. It was a lot less stressful. And guess what? Because I was in gratitude and I wasn't focused on wanting and needing and going after that, I got the raises, I got the bonuses, I got the promotions for doing the fourth of it. And that's what this 10 of Wands is telling us. Where you invest your energy, how you investing that energy. And when we move to gratitude and higher vibration, we draw on things that match that. So I like that energy for you. Yeah, and you got all this changing of mindsets definitely is here. Yeah, the Queen of Swords who balances the head and the heart. The Five of Swords is the resolution of the conflict of the mind with all this too. And so I just feel like these next weeks are putting that into practice and having a lot of this awareness coming up and these ahas as we have things happen and don't happen. We're like, oh, I get it. I see what's unfolding here. This is what, spirit was telling me. I'm going to focus on gratitude for what I do have and what I have had instead of what I don't have or what expectations aren't being filled, and see a change. And you'll see this movement and these new opportunities that are drawn to you like effortlessly. One of my favorite affirmations: abundance flows to me easily and effortlessly. And I'm so grateful, for what I do have and what I have had specifically, and have that attitude of gratitude, right? Let's see what your fortune cookie is here from the Art of Manifestation Oracle. Look like this is your one here. And you have your voice, master number 22. Beautiful card there. And it says, is there something that you need to say? An inability to speak out can leave us with feelings of hurt and resentment, which then create a kind of internal energy roadblock. Voice your feelings to yourself or write them down. It's time to release the past. Yeah. So anything that's bugging you, that's kind of that energy flow too, right? Don't stuff it, bring it up, let it flow, and then focus on gratitude, right? some big changes will come. Right. So I love that for you, Lydia. That's what they have for you right now. So thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And then Patty, you are up next. So thank you, Patty, for your donation. Let me bring that over here. Oh yeah, then you had your free reading too. So sorry, I just realized that. Let me put that in here too. So plus free reading. So we'll do your donation first, and then we will throw your free reading up after that, so you don't have to go hunt that down and search for it. So you want to know what are HR's views um, regarding your situation at work? All right, let's take a look here and see. The mighty HR, right? All right, let's see what they have here. What are HR's views for that situation at work? They do these and these two. What do we have? This and this and this. Yep. Do they want this one too? Yes. All right, we'll take a look here because they've got their official views up here, but these are the underlying views underneath it all, which is what we want to get to, right? But we'll get them both here. We do have the balance between head and heart, such an HR thing, right? Well, we got to balance, our emotions and our thinking. We just, it has to be, so that's their whole thing, right? Such an HR energy. All right, but what are their views? So we've got the Eight of Cups. There is this leaving some emotions behind and moving on. So I do feel like they're really focused on resolution to, deal with the feelings, deal with what's happening, but let's move on to something else. Try to, again, they're all about resolution, right? And I feel like that's what they're trying to do here is have this resolution of emotions that had bubbled up. Yeah, and they're trying to find here a balance with the Justice card here and the Three of Cups. Try to make everyone happy. The Joy card with the Three of Cups. Trying to work together as a group, but trying to find this balance. And they understand it. They know what they got into when they went into HR. It's about finding a balance between employee and corporate and rules, but having a good atmosphere and that attracts people and blah, blah, blah. So they're trying to balance all of that energy that comes in here. And they're trying to be just. They're not, I don't feel like they're trying to go after anybody particularly. They try to see everything from everyone's viewpoint, like a judge does. They don't just jump to conclusions and assume someone's wrong because they're the defendant or whatever. They don't decide with the prosecutor. In fact, they're usually tougher on the prosecutor to make them prove it because they know you guys know what you're doing. These individuals that are coming in, a lot of times are victims to things. And so, I feel like they really watch out for the employee and they really try to with that, especially because they also are watching for legal kind of situations, right? Let's see what else they have here too. Yep, they have the Knight of Cups and the Tower card. They do see that some individuals moved emotionally with this Knight of Cups and struck like with the Tower, coming in there. So I feel like they're seeing that there was some, how do you say, like someone jumped into did something and reacted when they were like, you should have thought before you just moved on your emotions. So I feel like it's like management or someone, someone just because of what they were going through emotionally, um, did this. And so I feel like their viewpoint is there was a lot of, and maybe not just managers, they kind of are looking at, people's standpoints, and the viewpoint is, when we're in fear, when people are emotional, we make poor choices. And they try to keep that in mind with everyone that when people are reacting, they're not responding, they're reacting emotionally, which doesn't turn out very well with humans. But stepping back and responding is usually the best thing, right? All right. So that's kind of what's on the surface, but underneath the surface here, yeah, we even got temperance and balance energy here, knowing that they're going to slowly, it's like this. Don't jump on things. Slowly move forward. Don't like, we got to do something. It's let's do our due diligence and work through it all, not rush through it because we want to make sure we're doing due diligence. That word keeps on coming up. Let's jump to this one here. We have the King of Swords trying to gather all their information. That's they're trying to stay unemotional and stick to the facts, ma'am, right? And they have the Hierophant making sure that they're seeing things from a place of capital T truth and not from just hearsay and opinion, but gathering the facts and what they can prove and what they can confirm, etc. So I feel like they're really doing all that below the surface. And then these three cards. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. So again, we've got the Nine of Swords, which is the nightmare and insomnia, the Ace of Cups, which is about, I feel like this Nine of Swords and the Ace of Cups has this energy where they're really looking at trying to relieve fears, trying to, again, they understand that if they ever do anything that's unfair, then that's just going to spread and everyone's not going to trust them. They want to be this a place, a source of relieving of fears. Yeah, and the Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles, it's about allowing people to be true to their unique selves and not feel like they have to, become a robot. So a lot of understanding that humans are all different, and with people being in HR, they know they've done a lot of behavioral studies and part of their education, and to get into an HR role, they have to, understand humanity. So I feel like they don't have like a, like, oh, we're going to get you out of here or we're going to punish somebody. They just want to bring justice. And they understand that there's rules and there has to be repercussions. If you guys do this, this is what we do. And if this is what we're finding, then this is what we do, and they try to look at it from a big picture. So hopefully that helps. Let's see what your fortune cookie says here. And we'll take a look here at your uh, free reading too. Okay. So what's your fortune cookie here? All right, there it is. All right. Release the past. Yeah, it's like the Eight of Cups. Let's try to see what we can do to move past this, where and everyone be at least okay with it, right? Releasing the past does not mean that we forget, nor does it mean that if something bad happens that this was okay. It means that we make a personal choice to no longer allow our history to dictate and shape our life, both now, in our present time, and in our future. Letting go. Whatever has happened, right? Moving past all this into something that's more in alignment for you, right? All right. So that was your donation. So thank you again for that donation. Then your free reading was, will there be an issue for submitting your report late due to work commitments? Let's take a look here. Based on current energies, I feel like you get these three cards. Will there be an issue? Issues. No, it doesn't look like. You got the Star card, which is a great balancing dream come true energy with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is a lot of energy, a lot of messages, but you got the Palace of Wands too. So with this Eight of Wands, all this energy being expressed, the Palace of Wands, palaces are unique to this deck. They represent like an energy of a safe space to express your energy. So it feels like here that that they'll understand the amount of the Eight of Wands is like a lot of stuff coming at you all at once. That there will be some lenience that will be given with it there, with that. So doesn't seem to be anything to worry about. So I like that. All right, so that is what they have for you, my dear. And then Maria P, you are up next. So Maria, thank you so much for your donation. And then you also have a free reading. So we'll stick that on the end of it here. And do that afterwards so you don't have to go hunt it down. All right. So thank you for your additional donation here. It's a special evening session. All right. So let's take a look here, Maria. So, how does your soulmate look like? Where will you meet him, or did you meet him already? What's coming for you and Walter this weekend? Anything you should know about Walter and your relationship? Uh oh. You're talking about your soulmate. Are you looking for someone else? Are you like, have I met him? Is he it? Right. Let's take a look here. So, what does your soulmate look like? Okay. That's all those. Right. And then, where will you meet him, or have you met already? So, we'll do that one. What's coming for you and Walter this weekend? Okay. And then, anything you should know about your relationship with Walter? Right. And this one here, too. All right. Wow. Let's take a look here. What does your soulmate look like? We got the Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles. It is someone who is an equal giver and receiver. It's someone that is very able to have a balanced, and yeah, any relationship, goes like that, right? It's also very earthy energy. This is a moon in Taurus. So a very um, grounded person emotionally. And so you're going to see a calmness essence around them. We have the Knight of Coins coming in here. Your Knight of Coins is a movement of emotion. So it's someone who's romantic, someone that definitely can give that, uh, move with emotion, give the romance, make you feel romanticized. And I feel like this is something about their eyes. I mean, we got blue in here, but it just feels like because with this card, I'm feeling a message of their eyes are a window to the soul. That when you look in their eyes, it feels like they have blue eyes, but or hazel eyes, but it's like there's this um I don't know, this dreaminess when you look into their eyes. It's almost like you can swim in their eyes, if that makes sense. You also have the Palace of Coins. This is a safe space. Always reminds me of the Emerald City in the Wizard of Oz. But it is a place of where you feel safe, and it's someone who's secure in their worth, and it's a place where you could express yourself, and it's a place of safety in the external world with the coins and the pentacles that comes in here. Again, there's this grounded energy. So they're going to be someone who I just feel with all this pentacles energy, it's someone who's very grounded. They would be more comfortable in um, like jeans and a t-shirt than they would want to be in a business suit. They might don a business suit and all that because they know they have to, but they would much rather, as soon as they can get their tie off, I feel like they would rather be this grounded person. Um, let's say we got the Hanged Man here, and the Hanged Man is someone who's been through transformation, someone who, it's like the caterpillar to the cocoon to the butterfly. Um, that they are not just a caterpillar, they're not just stuck in that. They've done a lot of inner work. They've done transformation, and they're in this spot of still in the cocoon, I feel right now, in their lives. And the Emperor is someone, Aries energy, someone who is and I feel like right now, especially with the Hanged Man and the Emperor coming out together, someone who's balancing their life, even the star card Aquarius, dream come true energy. All three of these just feel like there's this balancing where in their current life right now, this person is figuring things out. They're balancing out their life, They're trying to determine what they really want, putting a plan together. But it's the sorting that's going on with all of this, because the star card is also like the balancing of the chakras. That's why there's all that balancing energy that comes in. But I feel like you know, the looks of them, look back to that dreamy eyes. I don't know why it keeps on coming back blue eyes, or hazel eyes, like blue green. But I feel that energy and then down to earthness here. But transformation, and very, they're not green, like they don't, like they're oblivious. They've got a lot of street smarts and a lot of inner transformation they've done too. So hopefully that helps. Where will you meet him, or did you already meet him? Palace of Wands. So the Palace of Wands, it's a safe space to express one's passions. So um I feel like you meet them, because the palace again is a safe space, and the Wands energy is all about a place where you feel safe to express yourself and express your passions. So um no, I mean, does this tell us? I have these other cards for clarifiers. Let me see here. That doesn't tell me. Have you met them already, or will you meet them? Have you met them already? Let's just ask that. Have you met them already? You got the Eight of Coins. That's so funny. Eight of Coins is like the school or work card. So I feel like you've met them already. Maybe at work. Well, we'll see here. Let's see what else we want to know here. What's coming for you and Walter this weekend, right? So you have the High Priestess, and you have the Four of Cups. High Priestess is an energy of some alone time. But the Four of Cups is also this emotional stability that comes in here. Both moon energy, which we have a full moon in Libra tomorrow, and Venus goes direct. So I feel like more so this High Priestess is like you guys are off in your own worlds tomorrow, but on Sunday, with that Four of Cups, you might have some um, definitely interaction. Might even get together with this stability. But I feel like tomorrow is the day where you kind of feel maybe both of you are off in your own little temples doing your own thing. And then Sunday, I feel like you have a stronger connection. What else do you need to know about your relationship with Walter? The Nine of Swords. You're really learning a lot about your fears. This is the nightmare and insomnia card. All these fears that come up that you're facing. And it is when we talk about all the time, right? When we focus on our fears, we draw them towards us. When we focus on gratitude, we expand that. And I feel like it's a big thing of what you're learning together is to face your fears, to realize whether you're together or not, you're going to be fine. But the more you focus on what they're not doing and what's not happening, the bigger the gap becomes. But the more you focus on what you're grateful for in your interactions with them, then the more that unfolds, right? Yeah, the Two of Coins. There is this balance and energy. I kind of felt it when like actually in your earlier reading. It kind of feels like things are balancing out in your relationship, and sometimes that, because we get so used to the newness of something, that the more we spend with each other, the less woohoo it seems, because the newness of it wears off, which can sometimes feel like stagnancy, when really we're just getting used to things and we're not as appreciative too as we were. So just be aware of that energy. You have the Eight of Coins. Look, so the meeting the soulmate, you got the Eight of Coins, and then what do you need to know about your relationship? The Eight of Coins. Just saying. And the King of Wands. Yeah, the King of Wands is like this Emperor energy here too that we got in the other soulmate card energy. So they are definitely one of your soulmates. Is it going to be your soul partner, someone you're going to end up with the rest of your life? I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's not fated. I feel like it's up to what you guys decide to do because both of you have to decide what is it that you want in life and what energy you're going to put in it. And the more energy you put into the gratitude, then the more stronger the connection that happens between the two of you, right? So hopefully that helps a little bit there. Kind of feel like it's pointing that they are definitely an important soulmate of yours. Let's see what else they have here with your fortune cookie. Okay. Self care. Yeah, it's all about caring for yourself. Self care is not an act of selfishness, it's an act of consciousness. This card invites you to prioritize your own self care. This may feel selfish to you, but in truth, when you attend to your own needs with love and care, you create an inner wealth that radiates into the world, impacting positively on all that you come into contact with. Yeah. So it is about you caring for yourself, focus on your own self love, focus on your own self worth. The more you raise your love vibration, the more you can give and receive love to the humans in the outside world too. So coming back to you, realizing you are the love you're looking for, they are just above and beyond extra, right? So a good reminder, right? All right. So that's what they have for you, Maria. Thank you again for that additional donation. And then you wanted a general for you. See, focusing on you, not about you and something else, right? It's you, but you. What about me? Give me a general reading on me. All right, let's see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Okay. Yeah. So you do have the Hermit card and the Tower card. And I like these energies. I know they kind of look scary sometimes. But the Hermit card is this about stepping away and connecting with spirit, allowing them to guide you and having your alone time, having time for you. Because when we're so involved in so many things in the outside world, we lose ourselves because we're drawn into so many things, jobs demanding, children demanding, lovers demanding, family, friends, life. And it's like, when's the time for you? And this is about taking time for you. Or the Tower card is if you don't take time for self-care, take time for yourself, then you get what's called forced R&R, forced rest and relaxation, where you get sick, where you can't do anything else but sit still and care for yourself. So I feel like it's an important message here that, you know, when you sacrifice your health and your energy for everyone else, then you do get drained and it's not healthy for you. So it is definitely important for that self care. All right. So that's what they have for you, Maria. So many blessings to you. Hang in there, my dear. All right. And then Nelia Medeiros. You are up next. So we're starting the free readings, everybody. So hang in there. These won't be as long as the donation readings. But Nelia is my YouTube channel member. You were the only one that for the free reading that was left over. So you are up first. So Will Helton and you end up video chatting? If so, what will the experience be like? All right, let's take a look here. Okay, nope, none of those. Will you end up video chatting? All right, that's that. And then what will it end up? What would it be like? Nine of Swords kind of tells me no, that you guys won't end up video chatting here. Didn't we get the Nine of Swords when we were doing the reading on them? That there's a lot of some fears that they're overcoming and that they're looking at here. Yeah, there's some Queen of Swords. There's needs to be some balancing between the head and the heart that's coming in here. I feel like based on current energies, I feel like they're tentative on wanting to take that step and end up video chatting right now anyway. Like I said, with this Queen of Swords, she wields the Ace of Swords. It's going to take some of them getting out of their head and letting their heart go. Then, but I feel like there's some hesitancy in them doing that because of that fear. So right now, I don't feel like it's in the energy, but we can see what happens if they do that balancing between their head and their heart. Then something could change in the future, but right now it doesn't feel like it's headed that direction. Right. All right. All right, and then we have Hot Sun is up first for the additional free readings here. So, Hot Sun, hello. What are Matt's energies towards you and the bottom of the deck? All right, so what are Matt's energies towards you right now? What are Matt's energies towards you right now? Okay, that one. This one, this one, this one, this one. Nope, none of those. Let's see what else here. Okay, and that one. All right, at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Justice card. Libra energy coming in, which is about balancing the head, a lot of thinking, has the Ace of Swords. That's the, oops, sorry, you can't see that close. The Ace of Swords in the middle there, which is the holding the scales. And it is about like trying to find clarity, trying to see things from a different perspective, cut away some expectations, some small T truths rooted in fear, some expectations, trying to release some stuff and work through things and see things differently. Let's see what their energies are here towards you. Okay. Yeah. So we got the Queen of Wands, which is an energy of, I mean, I feel like that's how they see you here with this, that you're a fire starter, right? Just a fiery energy, someone that puts their mind to something, can get it done, shines bright. You have this energetic attraction. It's just like you're a vampirus who is designed to attract people. You have this energy. It's like like a sun sign and a fire sign energy, not a sun sign, um, which have that natural gift there. The Eight of Cups is about leaving behind emotions that don't serve anymore. And I feel like that's what they're trying to drop some expectations, trying to drop some things, because I feel like there is some emotional turbulence, is a good word for it. Um, but it's like there's this emotional turbulence that's there that's keeping things from moving forward for some reason. But they're going up these steps and around the planet there, um, or to the moon, to to see. I don't know. It's just some interesting energy here because it just feels like, I don't know. The way I'm gonna just say it and just see if this resonates and comes through is like I've got some hurt feelings. You hurt my feelings, and I've been brooding on it for a while, but I'm trying to see it from that different perspective, and I'm trying to move past it. I'm trying to step up around it because they're very attracted and drawn to you energetically and physically and emotionally. They've, because of their when I keep on go hurt my widow feelings, um, and they've had hurt feelings from the past that they need to move past that in order to move forward, because I feel like that's become an obstacle for them. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to like use their mind to get over an emotion, which you can't. To get over an emotion, you have to deal with it emotionally, but he's trying to deal with it with his head. And that's kind of the energy that's coming in, if that resonates for you. All right, so that's what they got for you, Hot Sun. So many blessings to you. All right, and then Melissa, you are up next. Let me grab your timestamp here. All right, so Melissa, hello, hello. You want to know? Ask, when will NLI contact you for vessel coordinator job? All right, let's take a look here. Based on current energies. Whoa. Really? 4? Really? 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 Maybe there's like 2 messages together here. Oh, wow. Well, we got a lot of this energy, a lot of emotional energy. So you've got the Seven of Cups, which is a lot of emotional confusion. You got the Page of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. All this emotional energy that pops in here. But you also have the Death card, which is a death and rebirth here. And when we're looking at all of this emotional things together, I it almost feels like they're not going to offer the position here, but it's for you because the Seven of Cups is there's like multiple things that can make you happy, but the Page of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the King of Cups, all about balance of head and heart, but following your heart. And the Eight of Cups is leaving behind emotions and things that don't serve you anymore. So I feel like there's something bigger coming for you, something that's more in alignment with your heart with all these cups. Oh my gosh. So it's like getting out of our head of the supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be kind of energy and not let our mind lead us into what it wants us to do because that's existing. We want to live, right? And so following your heart, following your joy is going to take you because I feel like there's seven places that could make you happy, but I feel like you're being spared some emotional trouble through that by looking in a different place. So hopefully that makes sense. That's what's coming in for you there, Melissa. So many blessings to you. Right. And then we've got, is that Cambinese? Hopefully I said that all right. You want to know, will SN Aries confess romantic feelings for you within the next 3 months? All right. So based on current energies, let's take a look here. Will they in the next 3 months? All right. Let's see what we have here. hmm. Well, you got the Six of Coins and the Hierophant, the Faith card here. But both look good. This Taurus energy. One's the Taurus moon energy, and the other is just Taurus energy altogether here. Six of Coins it is an equal giving and receiving type of energy that comes in, this balancing energy. And Taurus season is, what is that? Taurus season is April 20th to May 20th. So um, I feel like there is a possibility of it here with that, because that Taurus energy is just standing out. Taurus season, Taurus season, Taurus season. Taurus is ruled by Venus too. And the moon card is emotion. So that Taurus emotional moon energy. Um, yeah, I'm going to pull one more card here for a confirmation on will love be expressed, romantic feelings be expressed, right? Yeah, I had a feeling. I don't feel like they are here with the death card, but I do feel like there's something else coming here for you. The Hierophant is also about seeing things from a higher perspective. The Six of Coins is also my codependency awareness card. I I just kind of feel like that there might be this higher vibrational relationship that is available for you, something that's more in alignment, something that is more giving and receiving and more grounded. But I feel like there's a Taurus more in your future than the Aries that's coming in here. Someone who's grounded, someone who's very about the senses. Yeah, a little stubborn. Taurans. My brother's a Taurus, but also, such a caregiver, someone who you deserve. I feel like Aries energy for you. It's fun and exciting, but I feel like this particular Aries is more geared toward, passion and I feel like you need and deserve something deeper and more grounded, something, and that. So I don't feel like they do Cambinese, but I feel like there's something better, an upgrade for you that's a Taurus instead. So that's what's coming in for you, my dear. I'm sorry, I know, but if you know that there's an upgrade, let's go, right? All right. Hang in there. All right. And then we have Jessica. So Jessica D04, you are up next. What's coming towards you next in love? Let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know? What's coming in next for love? All right. Woo, woo, woo. All right. Well, there is a lot of Leo passion energy that's coming in here for you, Jessica. You've got both the Five of Wands, which is a change of energy from something conflicting to something more higher vibrational. And the Seven of Wands is an energy of being true to yourself, being seen, standing out. And so I do feel like there's this energy here, like you're going to meet, there's going to be a spark, there's going to be this change. I almost feel here with that Five of Wands that there's, it's like, what I'm gonna let me just give you like a picture of it because I can't put it into words. But it's like, when you meet someone and you're kind of being sassy back and forth to one another, and there's this attraction, this attention below the surface, but you're just like, oh, really? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, blah, blah, blah. And it's like you're picking on each other and there's this energy, that's really below the surface. And someone walks by and someone says, "Why don't you guys just get a room already?" Because they can feel the tension between you guys too, right? Like what sexual tension, but it's energetic and physical and sexual attention that's there. But I feel like you guys spot one another like in because the Seven of Wands is also about someone standing out in a crowd. So they're either up or on stage, or you're up on stage, or you're in front of people or separated from people where one of you stands out, but you guys spot each other and there's immediate electricity. So there's this immediate attraction that happens here. And that's what's coming next for you, Jessica. So be on the lookout. You'll feel it and it'll be mutual, but it's going to start off a little bit of bantering. That's what I was looking for. A little bit of bantering back and forth, but it's because you guys are being like overly flirtatious with one another. And then boom. So I like that for you. So that's what they have for you, Jessica, right now. A little tidbit. All right. And then we have Starseed A. You are up next. So Starseed A. So, Ashol, hello, hello. So your question is there any girl third party involved in AJ's life? Okay. All right. Let's find out here. So what can we know about that question, Spirit? Is there a third party person involved here? All right. So, well, we have the High Priestess here, who's the revealer of secrets. And we have the Three of Swords, which is a card of it's expectations card, but it's also like the represents the energy of heartbreak. So it does feel here with the High Priestess that there is hidden things there. That's what like the moon. There's something below the surface that can be revealed. And the High Priestess is also like your energy where you can pick up. And if you have this spidey sense, it's not out of fear. It's not, there's a difference between, oh, I fear that, someone's going to cheat on me or that someone has a third person or someone, da, 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 and then we have that, we experience the fear. It's this nagging feeling. It's your gut. It's not your fear. It's your gut telling you this, right? And the Three of Swords kind of confirms that. Yeah, it does feel like there is three, the three, that there is a third party involved in their life. Um, I'm gonna do one card clarification. Oh, there it is right here. Like how much of this? Yeah, we've got the Nine of Coins, which is this kind of alone feeling. The Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Cups is emotional stagnancy. And that's a good thing to realize is that, when other people we immediately feel like, oh, it must be that I'm not enough for someone, but none of us are never enough for anyone because what we're looking for is our self-love, right? That's what the Four of Cups, it's the Ace of Cups being offered, and the Three Cups are the normal relationships we have. The Ace of Cups is our self-love. And so when you realize that all of this that happens in the outside world and relationships points us inward for ourselves too. I know in my like I had 5 longest term relationships. 3 out of the 5 I knew that they went outside the relationship with other people, and, yeah, it sucked when it was happening till I learned that all of it was a projection. I was I was cheating on them with myself. I mean, I was, yeah, cheating on myself with them. That's the way to say it. Because my self-worth comes from myself, but I was looking for my worth out here. So in essence, I was cheating on myself with these people. And so they were reflecting back to me what I was doing to myself. And it was a good realization for me because I realized I was defining who I was by their actions or non-actions, their words and their silence. And that's not where our self-worth and our self-love comes from. It comes from up here. These individuals out here are above and beyond extra, but they are a reflection. Every relationship we have is a reflection of how we feel about ourselves, our relationship with ourselves too. So hopefully that might help bring just some awareness of going, oh, okay, what is this? What's the gift in this situation for me? What are all these teachers trying to show me about myself? Because they will, trust me, they will continue to show you what you want to see about yourself until you see it. That's why I had it happen so many times. I'm like, oh, I get it now. All right. So hopefully that helps, Starseed. That's what they have for you right now. So hang in there. All right. Many blessings to you. All right. And then we have New Love. You are up next here. So, New Love. Let's bring this over here. Hello, hello. So, how will it be with Johanna when you join her course? She worked with you last year, but we did not stay in contact. All right. Let's take a look here. So, how will it be if you join the course? All right. Here is your 2 cards. All right. Had to put a lot of stickers on this one. They had a lot of nudity. Woo! But you have the Sun card, which is a victory card, a brightness card. We like that. The Eight of Swords is a good card too, because the Eight of Swords is a flowy card. It has Jupiter on it too, which is expansive. So I feel like it will, like the communication expands. You let go of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that used to keep you feeling blinded and bound and trapped and restricted. It's a very flowing, educating, expanding thoughts and beliefs energy, but it feels very positive. The Sun card, one of the most abundant cards in the entire deck, it does shine a bright light on things in a positive way. So I like this energy for. I feel like it is in a an opportunity for growth and expansion for sure. So. Um, I don't see like a lot of love energy and stuff. I feel like there's expansion and communication. And that Sun card is fire energy, but I don't feel a whole lot of emotion in that, at least based on current energy. So hopefully that helps, New Love. That's what's coming in for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we have the love is the most powerful force in the universe. So this is your free reading. Thank you for your donation earlier. Appreciate that. And then, yeah, your starseed one. I love that. So you want star seeds are rumored, I love that, to have an extra terrestrial body in stasis somewhere in space. People like Alex Collier state this. Is this true? Am I one of those star seeds? Okay, let's take a look here. It doesn't seem like that is. Like not all star seeds, because some are higher vibrational, they're no longer existing, like in your last reading, not existing in human form anymore, right? So let's take a look here. We got the Four of Wands, this balanced energy, this Venus Aries energy. You know, we have this doorway, and it just feels here because this fire, and like we were talking about, right? Energetic. Um, it just feels like so many of the starseed collectives are at a higher vibration that they don't have physical bodies anymore because they vibrated into a higher vibration, right? That's what higher vibration means, right? I'm good, right? But there is this, um, there are some collectives that are still at fourth vibration, moving into fifth vibration, that still have a physical body. And so some of them, and I feel like I'm getting like connections in different places throughout the universe when I'm tapping into this, that are showing people who astral travel, and so they do have their bodies. And they just showed me an old, I think it was a Star Trek movie. It might have been. It was some sort of sci-fi movie where maybe it was Voyager, because they were all these kind of lizard people that were all sleeping in this cave, hibernating, but they were able to astral travel and appear in different places. And that's what they were doing, even though they were sleeping, they were in this dream community, and they would wake up every once in a while. So there is that available out there, but a majority of starseed collectives have evolved into higher vibration, and so they vibrated. It just it they vibrated so high that the skin, the body itself, just became energy at a higher vibration, because that's everything vibrates at a certain vibration. In order for this to be solid, it's vibrate at a very low vibration, rock low vibration, right? Are you one of those? 10 of Wands. No, the 10 of Wands is a high vibrational being. So, and we kind of talked about that. Any of the collectives that you are a part of is a star seed. You are an energetic being, not a physical being. So, all that energy, energy, energy. All right. So, thanks for that question. I love your unique questions, because I get to tap in and get some answers on some really interesting things. All right. So thank you for that. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings. And then Ateshi Singh, you are up next here. So Ateshi, you want to know SSP's current energy towards you versus SRJ. All right. Okay, there's you. And what about SRJ? All right. The verses. Dun, da, da, da. So their energy towards you, you got the Palace of Swords. Palaces are unique to this deck. This is like a place of safe communication. So they see you as this easy to talk to, easy to communicate with. You guys have like I feel like you have great conversations and you connect more mentally with a sword suited. So you have this safe space for them to freely talk and speak. And I feel like there's that kind of energy there. With SRJ, we have the Seven of Wands. So theirs is more this Leo energy, more this fire, passion, and energy. It's more, it's more energetic connection, attraction, physical attraction, passion attraction. So theirs is more, um, that, "Ooh, look at you. Oh." Yours is more mental and conversation, and it feels more respectful, quite honestly, because they respect your mind and they like the conversation, um, and there is that respect. The other, it's not really respectful. It's more, um, like I said, it's more sexual, more, uh, like I said, that physical attraction energy. You know, the Seven of Wands is someone being true to themselves, standing up. This lion, this attractive energy that fire signs have, but there's not like long term energy with that. It's more like, um, it would be. I don't want to say it's like a conquering, but it's like, once you have that, that's it. But with you, you can expand in the mind and in conversation and that kind of energy. So that's the difference between the two that I'm getting. So hopefully that resonates, Ateshi. But that's what they have for you right now, my dear. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we have Joel Bays. Hey, Joel. Thank you so much here. And bring your question over here. So you're part of a class action suit against a weight loss drug that was also your diabetes medication. Oh my gosh. Do you see a settlement award soon? What do you think? All right. Of course, I have to do a disclaimer. I'm not a legal professional, of course. There's a disclaimer in the description box of the video. Tarot is for fun, and ultimately, everybody should seek professional assistance in making their decisions. And ultimately, everyone is responsible for making their own decisions. I do not take any liability. All right. So, all that said, let's pull some cards. So, based on current energies, is there a settlement award coming soon? Do you have that one here and this one here? What do we got here? All right. Well, you do have the star card, which is like a dream come true card, wishing upon a star. You have the Seven of Cups too. The Seven of Cups does represent a lot of different emotions. I do feel like you're going to be getting a settlement offer here soon, but there is mixed emotions around it with the Seven of Cups. There's like things you like about it and some things that you don't. And I just feel like with the dream come true card, that it is definitely something, um, to push back on. Ask for what you wish for, um, and say, I don't think that's enough, or I don't, I just feel like well, it's good, but it's not. Just feels like they're lowballing you, and it feels like there's some restrictions, and you're like, can we do a counter offer? And I feel like in the counter offer, ask for what you want, but I feel like, um, that is energy that's coming in here, very soon for you here. Um, do I have a time frame here? I'm going to pull from this other deck here. Can we just pull one extra card? Anything about time that you can let us know? Okay. So based on current energies, you got the Eight of Swords. So 8 days, 8 weeks. Mm, yeah, anywhere between 8 days and 8 weeks. Something that you can do whenever I get a range energy. It means you can have 8 days is the soonest, 8 weeks is the latest. But our energy, when we focus it, like if I'm focusing, I really want that settlement. I really need that settlement. I fear it won't be this. That's lower vibrational energy. It's an energy of lack, right? Because I don't have it and I want and I need it. It'll push things away. And that's what pushes it further and further and further away. But what you can do is with gratitude, that's one of the energies, as well as unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, play, and gratitude. Those are higher vibrational energies. And the more we focus on what we do have and what we have had and the gratitude we have around that, especially abundance. And if you ever had any other settlements that you've had that have come true, focus on gratitude for those settlements too, because that energy puts us going, Creator, I really enjoy abundance and receiving abundance, not I enjoy not having, because that's what energy we put forward when we're focusing on need and want. I love feeling like I need something. I like feeling like I want something, but that means we can't get it or the need and the want end. So that's what pushes it away, if that makes sense. So something you can do with that, but I do feel like it's soon. Um, but it can be sooner if we change that energy. All right. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we have Sub 4 Sid Girl. I think that's Sarah. Hey, Sarah. I think it's Sarah, right? So, hello, hello. So, you have overworked this topic, but you're so funny. Is there potential for long term in the future with K? All right, sure. It's always good to check energies, right? Because it's always based on current energy. Energy changes, right? So, let's take a look here. So, is there potential for long term future with K? Okay. Give me 4 cards, 2 and 2. So, so one message is with the 7 of Pentacles. The last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. So if you want a safe space to be able to share emotion, um, the 7 of Pentacles is it's going to be wow. It's like the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. What else do we have here too? Yeah, we've got the Empress card and the 9 of Swords. While you're waiting for this to come through, what can help with the Empress card? That's Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, and focus on your own fears here with the 9 of Swords. That's the Nightmare and Insomnia card. So it's this energy of, while you wait, you can look at your own fears, your own um, own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that make you feel blinded, restricted, and small. Any of the supposed tos and those expectations that you've had on yourself. This is about freeing yourself from this cage of a lot of beliefs that you have that can help you raise your love vibration. And then if they are raising their love vibration, you guys can draw each other into this higher place. But feels like it's very slow coming on their end with that Page of Cups. Not Page of Cups, the Palace of Cups, which is palaces are unique to this deck. It's a place of safety. It's a place of where you feel you can express your emotions, and it feels like they are way off on that. And so if you want to wait, then it's like, well, while you're waiting, it's all about nurturing you, following your heart, expanding, birthing. And the 9 of Swords is looking into what you're learning through these experiences, what triggers are coming up. Any of those supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be. Any expectations around relationship, right? It's the burning away of these things and transformation of them that will help you raise that. Because the more you raise your own self love, that's whenever there's a slow card happening, like the 7 of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles or Temperance, any of those, or Hangman, any of those cards can represent things being drawn out, giving us time to raise our love vibration. And if they match that vibration, you'll be drawn together. But if you don't, then you don't want that relationship anyway, because it's of low vibration and fear. And you're just going to get the fruit of that fighting and betrayal and resentment, all those juicy low vibration, which we've already had all that, right? We don't want to continue to do what we've always done and get what we've always gotten. So you bring it back to you. You raise your love vibration. Again, question thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you, emotions that don't serve you, energy that doesn't serve you, physical things that don't serve you. And as we move those, that's what allows us to raise our vibration. Like I said, then we'll draw in a match to that, a higher love, not what we've always done and what we've always gotten, but something that can come from that. So hopefully that helps. It's not a no, but it's like a not likely with dud over there. No, I'm just kidding. I just don't feel like they're very active in doing internal work, right? All right. So that's what they have for you, my dear, my dear. And that's it for this evening. So thank you guys again for all the thumbs up and for the patience and getting to your readings. As soon as I'm done, I will post a pinned comment with the timestamp so you can find your reading quickly as well. So until I see you guys again, well, I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time and also on Sunday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Also tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time if you'd like to come back around and ask any additional questions. Love to have you. Love to see you. Until then, remember every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, hang in there, take care of yourself. Remember, have fun because Spirit's been asking us lately, why are you being so serious? All right, we'll see you guys soon. Love you.